Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your June 2024 tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or any areas of resistance, and of course, advice from its own spirit. So let's jump into it. Let's see what we have on the horizon for you. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful and vast vistas expand your horizons. Yeah, this is the energy where you're really kind of like coming out of the cocoon, literally, right? The butterfly, you're coming out of your cocoon and you're ready to kind of like experience life in a brand new way. The transformation energy lets you know that you have finished completing like a healing energy, a healing stage, if you will, kind of like going back to the butterfly of, you can think about it like trauma happens or a tower moment may happen and we go into the cocoon or go into the box there, right, in order to do our healing. It doesn't mean that we completely isolate ourselves, but a little bit. We go into that hermit energy. We do our healing and then we allow ourselves to come out of the cocoon, to be the beautiful butterfly and to kind of embrace life in a new way. If you think about it, right, the butterfly cannot live life the way it did as a caterpillar. When we come out of the other side from a healing journey, we can't live life like a caterpillar. A caterpillar crawls around and, eats 24/7 and it lives a completely different life than the butterfly that can fly around and drinks the nectar out of flowers. It's understanding that you are living life in a totally different way and allowing yourself to step into the energy of saying, okay, I cannot do things the same way. I can't do it the way I did it when I was a caterpillar before I went into the cocoon, right? Because if you continue to do things the way that you did as a caterpillar, all right, first of all, you wouldn't be successful as a butterfly. But the other thing is that you would be repeating that same pattern that put you into the box, that put you into the cocoon. And that's what I feel like is coming out here. There's something that you are wanting to create, whether this is a business, a relationship, a situation in your life. There's an expansion that you are wanting to have in your life, right? And you have your own energy, the Chariot energy, wanting to move forward on a new adventure. Right? Something new, something that's going to take you to a greater expansion in your life. But this is the problem, okay? You have the energies of, but maybe I am still a caterpillar. You're a butterfly, but there's part of you that says, but maybe I am still a caterpillar. It's really hard when we go through that transformation to allow ourselves to say, I'm not doing things the same way that I did before. But at the same time, there's a part of us that kind of misses being a caterpillar, right? It's kind of like, well, a caterpillar does nothing but eat all day long. A butterfly has a much broader area to float around in, right? But the butterfly has to go seeking out more of its nectar, right? The caterpillar literally can just be on one bush or tree and just live on that one bush or tree its entire life, just eating from that bush or tree. The butterfly has to go out and find its nectar. And I think there's part of you that says, in a way, can I go back in the box? Being a butterfly is a little bit scary. Let's put it that way. I feel like right now you may feel like being a butterfly is scary, but you're so ready for it, right? Your heart is wanting this experience of it being the butterfly. And yes, you have the heart chakra, right? Goddess of the moon, door to spirit, angel of balance. Look at this, a woman holding a coin, yin and yang. I'm going to say, I actually feel like this is probably in a relationship. And it definitely could be either a new relationship or a relationship that is coming back together. For those of you that may feel like you're in a twin flame, yeah, if the twin flame card's coming out, it doesn't have to be. But I feel like you're kind of in this energy of, I don't know, do I really want to go back into the world of love? Well, love is going to be completely different now that you're a butterfly. You're not a caterpillar, right? It's kind of like understanding that when you were a caterpillar, maybe you had certain mindsets, okay? Or were attracting in certain people, okay? You were attracting in caterpillars, right? You were attracting in other caterpillars. But now that you're a butterfly, you're not going to attract in the caterpillar. And now that you're a butterfly, you want to attract in love, you want to attract in other butterflies. So it means that you can't revert back to kind of like dating the same type of people that you dated back before you went into the cocoon. If this makes sense at all. It is that energy though. Right? It's kind of like, but you're kind of like, yeah, but I really like the way that the people that I used to date or whatever looked, or I liked the way that blah, 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 and it's kind of like, no, you're a butterfly. You have to think about your dating world, if you will, or think about the kind of relationships that you want. You don't want to become friends with caterpillars. You want to become friends with other butterflies, people that have gone through that healing process, people that are transformed, people that have gone on a personal growth journey, right? If you go back and revert to the butterfly, to the caterpillar, you haven't allowed yourself to experience being the awakened, if you will, butterfly. It kind of reminds me of my sister, okay, and she kind of got into the wrong crowd when she was in high school, and then eventually, right, she kind of like wanted to break away from that group, and my parents actually moved her to another high school because it was like she could not go to that high school and to be around those people and still make the transformation she was trying to make in her life, right? And I feel like it's something similar to that here, right? It's kind of like understanding that, let's put it in the dating world, okay? So if you used to be, when you were a caterpillar, you used to go to bars to meet potential dates, okay, if you will, potential mates, then it's kind of like, okay, that's one type of person that you could attract in. But now that you're a butterfly, right, you're understanding. But when I was going to the bar scene, I was only attracting in other people that were kind of like in that. I'm not cutting down the bar scene or anything, but you're a butterfly. And so now maybe what you want to do is join different groups, like hiking groups or traveling groups, or people that are kind of like wanting to get out and explore life instead of being in the bar scene. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yeah, I've got to rethink where I'm going to meet people. And whether it's in romance or it's just friends, it's understanding I can't revert back to the group that I was with or how I was trying to network with people. I've got to think of new ways to do that. So let's take a look at what your present energy is. I can't believe this. This is kind of like interesting. You have the community and you have the Ace of Wands, right? It's almost like this energy of understanding. You want a fresh start, perhaps either with a community that you've had in the past. But if you are, it's understanding, okay, I have to do it differently. Or if you're truly embracing your butterfly energy, it's kind of like, okay, I want a new start with new people, right? And you have a travel card. So I think for a lot of you, this is the energy of understanding that you have to You could possibly be traveling, right? Meeting new people that want to travel to other places that you want to travel to, vast vistas. It could also be that you're literally moving yourself, right? Kind of like my sister. You're moving from one city to another, or you're moving out of the area you live in to another so that you can put yourself in a community of like-minded people. If you're one butterfly in a community of caterpillars, you're not going to have that heart-to-heart connection. So it's allowing yourself to fly to being near other butterflies. Yeah, and I think for some of you, what you're understanding is that a relationship in the past, okay, that had to end, it has had to end so that you can go in a new direction, right? You're deciding, okay, that really has to end. So this could be an ending to a relationship that you had in a long time. It could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be family or friend. But you're kind of like understanding we're not in alignment with each other. We want different things because one of you is still a caterpillar. You, though, are a butterfly. The other person or persons are caterpillars. And it's kind of like, yeah, we just don't fit together. I need to go find my new community. So whether this is family, friend, romantic connections, whatever it is, work, it could be, the people that you work with. It's understanding this has ended and I do need to go in a new direction. So let's take a look at what your obstacle is. Yeah, man holding a heart, commitment, King of Cups. Being committed to yourself, to what it is that you truly want. It's really hard because I feel like part of you is saying this. It's almost like you're saying, but this is hard. It's hard. I have to go meet new people, or I have to go in this new direction. It's almost like part of you, I think right now, is saying, oh, it'd be just so much easier if, I'm on the other side of this. I am a butterfly, but, I really like caterpillars. I really want to go back. And I just want to go be with the other caterpillars. And it's kind of like it's listening to your heart. Yeah. Knowing. I do feel like for some of you, this is a soulmate connection, right? If it is a twin flame, if it is a connection, because we had the judgment card that's trying to come back together. The other thing is recognizing, is the other person also healed? Have they also, like if you've been apart for a long time, have they also done the healing? Because if they have done the healing and they're also a butterfly, then it's like the two of you can come together. But if they're still a caterpillar, then you know that you can't revert back to a caterpillar. You can't go back. Once you've been awakened, once you know what you know, you can't go back. And that's what I think is happening here, is that you know that you have to commit to what your heart truly desires, right? And I feel like for some of you, it's missing somebody. Right? It's missing a caterpillar or somebody that at least was a caterpillar, but they could have transformed. And it's understanding, I'm not going to be happy until I have that. So let's go see what your advice is. Yeah, door to value, healing light, 9 of Wands. This is all helping you to open up to valuing yourself, healing your own energy around your own worthiness and what you deserve. And it could be that it's taken 9 years. This scenario, okay, this healing journey, or whatever has been going on with you and this other person maybe has been taken 9 years. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, what you're understanding is that if you allow yourself to go back, say the other person, I don't think there's anything wrong. If this person reaches out to you, and I think that they are, okay, there's nothing wrong with having a conversation with this person, but understanding that if you allow yourself to go back to this person, if they're still a caterpillar, okay, if you you're kind of like, yes, they're still a caterpillar, right? And you allow yourself to go back into the caterpillar world, let's call it, then you are missing out on what you really did all that healing for, right? You did all of this healing on your own worthiness. And it's almost like if that person is still a caterpillar, you're almost like throwing away everything that you've gained. You're understanding, wait a minute, if I went through this healing process, and I think, and I know from reading the comments that so many of you have had such a healing journey of really being hurt by somebody else, right? The Ten of Swords is the most difficult energy in the deck. So it's kind of like understanding, I got on the other side of this. If that person reaches out, you can probably figure out really quickly if that person is still a caterpillar or if they are now also a butterfly. And understanding, okay, if they're a caterpillar and I go back, I'm almost like throwing away this whole transformation, all of this work that you've done to go back to being a caterpillar. And it's really like you can't even be a caterpillar. You can't revert back, but you would be kind of like living in the world like the caterpillars. You wouldn't have this energy of expansion, of being able to step into an energy of love for yourself and meeting new butterflies. And for others of you, if this person truly is also transformed, has become a butterfly, then it is the energy of understanding, yes, we can be together. But that's like the litmus test, right? It's the litmus test of understanding that if that person hasn't done their healing, you're just starting, it's like you're almost starting over from square one. I'm going to pull one of these cards too, because I feel like you're drawn, because this is a strong energy that you have. That's why I feel like for some of you it is a twin flame. And just understanding, I understand that energetic magnetism, right? So yeah, journey, your life is a sacred gift. Yeah. It's almost like understanding you have this opportunity to expand and have love and abundance and joy in your life. It's a sacred gift. Your life is a sacred gift. Are you willing to revert back to something? Now, I'm going to say for some of you, if you have allowed yourself to heal, gone through a healing journey for an illness or an addiction or something like that, and you're on the other side, you could get some type of an invitation from somebody from the past, right? That wants to invite you to something that would put you back in the scenario, kind of like my sister, right? Would put you back in the scenario of what you have allowed yourself to heal from. And understanding that by doing that, you are opening yourself up to putting yourself back in the box. If you have allowed yourself to get out of a difficult situation, right, that you have to allow yourself to make choices as a butterfly so that you can stay out of the box and move forward towards more expansive energies, even though it feels uncomfortable. But the reason it feels uncomfortable is because your wings are new, right? You haven't been a butterfly for long. So everything is new. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It doesn't mean that it's not right for you. It's just not as comfortable. It's not as familiar as when you were a caterpillar. All right, let's pull a soul truth card. And Cancer, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Yeah, who can I serve today? Take the focus off of perhaps pleasing other people and asking yourself, you've gone through something here. What is painful on our journey becomes our purpose. It's about allowing yourself to step into How can I use my experience to help others? And it does not mean that you have to go back and help the caterpillars you left, but it's about allowing yourself to go out there and help other butterflies, or help people that are trying to be butterflies. Let me put it that way. In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy you feel when you serve others. Yeah. One of the best ways when we are on this healing journey is to really help ourselves get to being happy and joyful as a butterfly, is allowing ourselves to step into our purpose, is allowing ourselves to serve others on their healing journey. And when we do that, we get a sense of fulfillment and joy that we don't experience as a caterpillar, right? It's just impossible. We have to go through that cocoon. We have to go through that awakening process in order to be able to open up to being the butterfly. Wow, powerful energy here, Cancer. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for all of your support and comments, your subscriptions, your likes. I really do appreciate all of your support, and I love you so much. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.